Ella, you have to redo all the homework until you stop making mistakes.
But I agree with Mrs. Susan. Do it again, Ella. Otherwise, you won't get lunch.
Oh my God! Why is Mrs. Susan making me study? Mom and Cora too. Why are they involved in this? Lucas. When will he arrive? I just bought a new comic book. I still have Tim Tim cookies at home. I'll eat them while I read.
This isn't my neighborhood. Where am I?
Hey! I recognize that woman. She is Lucas's mother. When I went to Lucas's world, I met her. Why is she here? Lucas's mother. Why are you here?
You are. I know you. You used to stay at my house.
That's right. But why are you here?
I don't know. I remembered losing consciousness. When I woke up, I realized I was here. But this isn't my neighborhood.
Because this is America.
America? Isn't this Canada?
This is America. And this is a parallel world.
What? You mean this world is different from my world?
Yes. Lucas used to come here. He stayed here for 2 days.
I remember now. He suddenly disappeared for 2 days. We went looking for him, but we couldn't find him. Then he suddenly came back.
And you? Why are you here?
I was walking on the street. Then I met a boy. He looked very much like Lucas. Not the current Lucas, but Lucas with old face. He made me fainted. When I woke up, I was here. I know it's hard to believe, but Lucas's face had been altered. His old face looked so emotionless.
I know. Lucas called him Old-Faced Dark Lucas.
You know a lot.
Lucas used to tell me about him.
What should I do? I can't stay here any longer.
Please come to my house. We can discuss later.
Is that okay?
It's okay. Lucas stayed at my house too. The woman with curly hair stays at Ella's house. That's the story. Lucas's mother is staying at my house. Can you contact the world of Lucas?
Is that true? Have there been many people from that world lately?
Lucas once said, in his world, there are many people who can use magic. So things are quite complicated.
I'll start searching right away. But it will take days.
Can't it be faster?
Ella. There are many parallel worlds.
I know, owner. Mom? When did you get back?
Ella. I just got home. But where did you find this woman? She and I get along really well.
Mom. I'm so hungry. Have you made dinner yet?
I forgot about that. Please wait, Mrs. Susan.
It's okay, Miss Evie.
Mrs. Susan. What have you said to my mom?
I said I was a lost tourist. I didn't say anything about parallel worlds.
Mrs. Susan. Owner said it would take a few days. Please stay at my house for the time being.
Can't it be sooner?
I don't know either.
Mrs. Susan. How is your family?
We have 2 children. The older boy is Lucas. The younger girl is Sharon.
Lucas? Last time, a boy also came to stay with us. His name was Lucas. The boy with red hair. Right, Ella?
That's right.
My husband's name is Peter. He's a good person. But sometimes he has strange ideas. So he often causes trouble.
That sounds terrible.
My daughter is studious. But Lucas, he's only good at math, but extremely weak in literature.
That's the opposite of Ella. Ella is good at literature, but weak in math.
But Lucas didn't try at all. He kept getting bad grades in literature.
Just like Ella. She always gets bad grades in math.
Mom. Why are you talking about these things?
That's the truth.
So I think we need a proper plan so that both Ella and Lucas can improve.
That's exactly what I think, Mrs. Susan.
What? Those 2 created a study plan. And they made me follow it. I didn't think Cora would participate either.
Ella, have you finished your homework?
I haven't yet.
Hurry up. I will check the answers. If you can't finish it, you will clean the house for 3 days.
Oh my God! I'm on summer vacation. But because of Mrs. Susan, I have to study. How do I escape now? I have an idea.
Unbelievable. You made another mistake.
Because the homework was too difficult.
No. Because you didn't try hard enough. You must do 100 math exercises more.
What?
Do it, Ella. What?
Mrs. Susan. I'm sorry. But I can't take it anymore.
So you're planning to go far and run away?
Why aren't you hurt? Oh my God!
Miss Evie told me you fart a lot. My husband is the same. So I took precautions. Will you obediently do your homework? Or do you want to be grounded first?
Mrs. Susan. You're amazing. Ella is so well behaved.
I have children too, Mrs. Cora. So I know how to raise them. I respect Miss Evie. I am willing to help her teach Ella.
Thank you, Mrs. Susan.
What a peaceful day. I don't want to do anything.
You do it wrong, Ella. Do it again.
But
The sound was coming from Ella's house. But it wasn't Evie's voice. What's going on? Ella, why is your house so noisy?
Mrs. Miley. We'll talk later. I have to leave here.
Ella, you can't go anywhere. Mrs. Miley, don't let Ella escape. Come back quickly, or I will ground you.
Are you tutoring Ella?
That's right.
Mrs. Miley. Please help me. I can't take it anymore. I've already had to do over 200 math problems.
No, Ella. Go back now. Your mother wants what's best for you. Why are you running away?
What?
Dear audiences, I thought Ella's family was causing trouble again. But they are teaching Ella. I'm the mayor's wife. I have to support children's education. So Ella can't go anywhere. What do you think? Please share your thoughts in the comments.
Mrs. Miley. You.
Ella. I'll be joining Miss Evie. There are 4 of us here. You won't get away.
And then I had to follow Mrs. Susan's schedule. I had to wake up early to have breakfast. Then I did our homework. Under the supervision of Mrs. Susan, Cora, and Mrs. Miley. Next, I had to clean the floor. Those 3 continued to supervise. This went on for 3 days. I just finished sweeping the house. I have to review math formulas. But I'm so tired.
Mrs. Susan. I have to go to work now. Please look after Ella.
Where are Mrs. Cora and Mrs. Miley?
Cora is traveling. Mrs. Miley attends an event with her husband.
It's all right, Miss Evie. I'll keep a close eye on Ella.
Don't Cora and Mrs. Miley come? This is my chance. I have to find owner. She must have contacted Lucas already.
Ella.
Lucas.
Is my mom okay?
Mrs. Susan is okay. But she turned my life upside down.
Is that true?
Yes, Lucas. Please bring your mom home. I've had to endure this for 3 days.
I know, Ella.
Ella. Where is she? I just looked away for a moment. And she ran away.
Mom.
Lucas?
Let's go home, Mom. Everyone's worried about you.
Lucas. I want to stay a little longer. It's so much fun here.
We don't have time. While you were away, those 4 women came to see Dad. Miss Molly, Miss Catherine, Miss Julia, and Miss Kristen. Dad and Sharon can't stop them anymore.
What? How dare they do that?
Ella. Thank you for helping my mom.
It's okay, Lucas. Have a nice trip. Finally, Mrs. Susan has left. I can live just fine now. But who are those 4 women? They made Mrs. Susan so angry.
Ella. Why are you here? Where is Mrs. Susan?
Mom? Aren't you at work?
I went back to get the documents.
Mom. Mrs. Susan's family just came. They just took her away.
What? Why so sudden?
Mom. She had been here for 3 days. Of course she has to leave.
But this is the first time I have met someone so compatible. But she left so suddenly. I wonder when I will see her again.
Please, Mom. I'm so scared of her already.
Dear audiences, Mrs. Susan is a perfect match for me. But she left too suddenly. We didn't even say goodbye. I have a feeling she's like my best friend. Someone like that. Where can I find one? Do you know where Mrs. Susan is? Please comment to share your thoughts. And if you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. After Mrs. Susan left, Miss Evie was sad. Why is that? Please choose 2 suitable answers and comment below this video.
If you like my channel, you can subscribe to watch more videos about my stories. Thank you very much.